Here we go, week 10 in the NFL, baby. It's time, and we got some best bets for you. And we also have the fan bet of the week. We're going to show you that video clip and let you know what they decide to do. So this is going to be fun. It's our first contest that we get announced, and we're going to give you some winners. We got a lot of best bets for you this week. Let me tell you, last week was just me, and it was 3. We have 7 total best bets for you. So stay tuned for that. Today, well, it wasn't a great start. We went 0-1. Cordero Patterson did not find the end zone, and the Falcons sucked. So, real quick, the Panthers won 25-15. We don't need to talk a lot about the game, but the Panthers did play well. They had like 232 rushing yards, I believe. They just ran all over Atlanta. So that was a good win by Carolina. I think Atlanta's coming back down to earth a little bit. But anyways, do you need to talk about that game, Ryan? You got anything?
That division is just so bad. It's terrible. I mean,
Yeah.
it's still it's potentially still wide open, even for the Panthers. They get on a little winning streak here, and they could be right back in it, and they're not even a good team. So, yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I agree. They're not that far out. It's crazy. So, anyways, we're gonna go over the primetime games like we always do, and then give you our best bets, and we're gonna talk about all those games, which will be quite a decent amount. So, year to date, we are 40-42, and we are up 5.39 units. So it's been a up and down year. So the fact that we're up over 5 is awesome, and our first season doing this. So this is pretty fun. So let's get started with it. And let's start out with some prime time games. I am excited. If you can't tell, I am just like we're talking football. Let's do this. So first game in Germany. That's right. He just showed the jersey. It's the Seattle Seahawks in freaking Germany. I don't know why they're playing Tampa Bay. It's going to be an interesting game. It's at 6:30 a.m. on the West Coast, 9:30 Eastern. I said this last week, and I want to bet with it. Why are we underdogs? Ryan, please tell me.
I can't explain why we would be underdogs. I mean, maybe the travel playing super early for us. Uh, Brady kind of got it going the last 30, 45 seconds of the last game. Maybe they're going off of that. I don't
Ooh,
know.
slow down.
Yeah, no, I
Slow
agree.
down.
It's really nothing, but maybe the books still haven't figured it out. They still don't know. Because we're rolling as as Hawks, the Hawks fans are. So
Yeah,
I don't
so
know.
here's the deal. The I can't I don't understand. So I guess the books and everybody still think Tampa Bay is good and still think Tom Brady is the greatest of all time, which he is, but he's not right now, and this offense is not right now because of O line. The Seahawks, if you just take away the name of the Seahawks because of what your preseason thoughts are of this team, they are fourth in the NFL in points per game. If you just say any other team, they're fourth best offensively. They're the third best in running yards per game, and you're playing a Bucs team who runs the least amount every game because they can't run at all. And
No.
Leonard Fournette owners in fantasy, you know what I'm talking about. They run 20 times a game. Fournette barely gets any yards. Um, it just doesn't make sense. And the Buccaneers give up 125 rushing yards per game. This is not a good team. This Buccaneer team. Now, with that said, it is hard to bet games, like I've always mentioned, in London, in Germany. They're just weird. It's a whole different atmosphere. These players are some of them are leaving the country maybe for the first time, and it's like an experience for them, and they get distracted. The whole thing is crazy. But I do have to say this: Tom Brady is looking to become the first quarterback ever to win in 4 countries. I just want to point that out. That's that's the
That's
stat of the week right there.
that's
Um,
great.
but but the 6:30 a.m. local time, I think that does make a difference, but I think they're all going to be jet lagged. It's not going to be huge, but I just don't understand this line. That's just my opinion. I think the way the Seahawks are playing, both offensively and defensively, the Bucs barely squeaked by and got lucky to beat a Rams team that you've came on the air and said how terrible they have been since the beginning of the year, and I think the whole world now knows how bad they are. And so, anyways, the Bucs struggled, but I do have to say this: the Bucs have a tight end named Cade Otton, and he is from the exact high school that we went to. That's right, Tumwater High School. Freaking awesome. Cade is representing. He's doing awesome. And I just wanted to point that out. He's a stud. So root him on. Anyways, I don't understand the spread. I obviously lean Seahawks in this one. What about you?
Uh, as far as betting, it's hard to bet for me against Grandpa Goat. You can't do it. And I don't want to jinx my Seahawks. I know I've gone with them a couple different times, and I still think I'd lean them winning. I just don't. Just something gets in my gut, just a bad feeling about it. So I don't want to touch it.
Okay, Grandpa Goat doesn't matter at all, by the way.
He
So
does. He does.
no,
Totally
not
does.
this year. When your roster's this bad. If you've been betting against Grandpa Goat all year, you're winning money. Just so you know.
That's true. You're
Just
not
think of
wrong.
that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anyways, that's first primetime game. We might talk about that a little bit more later. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
Anyways, that's the first game. Second primetime game. The Los Angeles Chargers at San Fran 49ers. 49ers are -7. 45.5 is the total. I like the 49ers in this one. This is a terrible, just bad spot for the Chargers. Chargers are out there number 1 and 2 receivers this week. No Mike Williams, no Keenan Allen. And guess what? The 49ers are getting healthier. It's a
Yeah.
bad combo for the Chargers. McCaffrey, they got in a trade, obviously, dominated last game. Debo is coming back this week. Elijah Mitchell, another running stud, is coming back this week. Listen, guys, this 49ers team might run for like 300 yards this weekend. I mean, the Chargers give up a league worst 5.7 yards per carry on the ground. And you're playing a 49ers team with the best running head coach in the league, maybe, right? Creative wise, and what he can do with his running backs and receivers. I just I don't even know if 7's enough, or if you want to look team total wise, 49ers might be able to score 27, maybe probably get into the 30s in this one. So, what do you think?
I really wish the Chargers wide receivers were healthy and prove to the world that the 49ers aren't as real as everybody's saying they are. Everybody's on that bandwagon saying they have the best roster, best this, and I agree, but let's be real. They've lost against the Bears, they've lost against Atlanta, they've lost against Denver, and the Chiefs. Obviously, the Chiefs are good, but who have they beaten? They haven't beaten anybody special. The Rams twice, the Panthers, and the Hawks. Yes, one good team. That's week 2, and the Hawks weren't playing great. So I really wish the Chargers were healthy so that the world can see maybe they're not as good as everyone believes they are. I mean, that's just my opinion. I want to see them, go down because they're not playing super great football. I mean, their record's 4-4, and everybody's in the media is like, oh, they're if they were healthy or wait until the end of the season, they're gonna get hot. They're battle tested. All this, I just not buying it this year for the 49ers for whatever reason. And I think it's because of what I just talked about, the losses and the wins that they've had. Just yeah, to
I know
me.
why you're not buying it. I know why you're not buying it. I can answer that for you.
They were healthy at the
You're
beginning of
high.
the year.
No, you're
No.
high. Listen, I agree with you. No, I know what you're saying, and they might be a little overrated right now, but people are talking about their potential. They had almost their entire defense injured at one point. Like, it was just terrible, including Bosa. That makes a big difference. Bosa is second in the league in 8.5 sacks. You don't think losing the second best pass rusher in the NFL is a big deal, or all the DBs that they lost in secondary? Like, it's been ugly, and they never had McCaffrey for those games. They had him for last week's game, and they put up almost 40, right?
Yeah.
So it's on potential, not about what they've done. Because a few of those first games, they also had Trey Lance. Like, it's not a roster, a full roster that they've had in a while. So I think you're going to start seeing them perform well. Unfortunately, I've now been on the air talking about how the 49ers are going to be good, so I need to root for them to be good, so I'm right. But I don't want them to be good because they're in our division. So, anyways, I lean 49ers here. Maybe look at a team total, but I think they're just loaded. There's McCaffrey's a huge weapon for them.
I think matchup wise, this is great for the 49ers and the Chargers being down
Yeah,
wide receivers. If it wasn't a matchup thing and the wide receivers, I would really want to lean Chargers. They've been playing somehow better football and winning games like they would be losing last year. But the matchup and the wide receivers down, it's just that's a no. They're yeah. They
I
can
don't
get
think the
crushed.
Chargers have beaten. I don't think the Chargers have beaten anybody good either. Really
No,
good.
they
Just
haven't,
FYI.
but
Okay,
I mean
they got
they
crushed
needed
against the Jaguars. Crushed against the
yeah,
Jaguars. Right?
yeah. No, you're right.
Okay. Okay. I will say the Chargers also will be probably without both of their offensive tackles, Slater and Pipkins. Everyone knows Pipkins.
Yep.
Pipkins.
Oh yeah.
You've heard of that name before. So I don't know what that does to your thoughts, also, Ryan. But I think this has like a 31-13 written all over it. Just a thought. All right, last game, Monday Night Football. I can't talk a lot about this game for a reason you'll find out later. But I like the Eagles. They already played in week 8, and the Eagles won 24-8, I believe. The Eagles have the 5th best offense at home and the 4th best defense at home. What I'm trying to say is when they're home, They're freaking good. Ryan, take it away.
There's not a whole bunch to say here, I don't think. I mean, the Eagles are by far the way better team. Um, Commanders aren't doing a whole bunch on offense. They're average defense, and the Eagles are top of the league in both categories. So it should be a cakewalk for the Eagles, I think, just all the way around. Just a way better team everywhere. Outside, in the trenches, everywhere. They're just a better team. I mean, it's a bad
Agreed.
Monday night
They're
game to watch.
it is. They are gonna be one game closer to that 17-0 I've been talking about all year.
Yep.
I have a crazy stat. You ready for this? I
Hmm.
know, shocking. The Eagles have more interceptions, like on defense, right? Than passing touchdowns allowed. They have 12 interceptions and only allowed 10 passing touchdowns all year.
That's what I'm
Just saying.
talking about. They're just playing just phenomenal football. It's crazy.
Lights out. Lights out. Lights out. It's yeah,
Hmm.
it's wild. So it's best bets time. That's right, baby. Here we go. The best time of the week. It is time. We have a fan bet of the week. That's right. Be at BG40H8. Brad is the name. He gave us a best bet, and depending on the odds, is the payout. And guess what? He gave us a plus 550 odds, which means he is going big. He is go big or go home. He is. We'll talk about. Let him talk about this bet. So take a look at this video.
Hey, Joseph Bet Outside. This is BG40H8. You picked my name out of the hat. I'm here to put in my pick for Week 10. I want the Sunday primetime game, the Chargers and the Niners. I want Christian McCaffrey, one receiving touchdown, one rushing touchdown for plus 550 odds. Let me know if I hit.
Yep, that's right. He is going to go Christian McCaffrey, one rushing and one receiving touchdown. Um, to be honest, I'm kind of shocked at the odds. What do you think, Ryan?
Oh yeah, right when he sent us that, I was like, "Those are the odds? We missed that? How'd I miss that?" Like, those are pretty high odds for something McCaffrey just did, and like we just talked about, the Chargers team, bad matchup, so it's looking good for McCaffrey. Good find by Brad there, for sure.
Very, very good find. I agree. Those odds should be lower, in my opinion. And not only did he just do this last week, he also threw for a touchdown. So, I don't know what the odds are of him doing that again. But that's a good bet. So I think it's a great matchup. Like I said, the Chargers the worst run defense in the league. 49ers could put up, let's just say they score what, 4 or 5 touchdowns. Why couldn't McCaffrey have one rushing, one receiving? So
Yeah.
heck of a bet. He's pushing the limit. That's a $50 winner if he hits. So that'll be interesting. So thanks for everybody who was a part of that contest. That was fun. We're gonna do it again, and we might even double the pot. We'll see. So stay tuned for that. All right, let's get into our best bets now. We don't have any plus 550s, just so you know. But I got 4 of them for you. I'm going to start out. Steelers money line plus 105. They are at home against the Saints. Will I sleep well knowing that I have a best bet on the Steelers? Probably not. But I will say this: they had a bye week. We saw what the Bears did off a bye week. They changed their entire playbook. In Tomlin, I trust. But here's who else I trust: T.J. Watt. He is back, baby. That's right. Even if he plays half the game, he's going to fire that defense up. I mean, he is their heart and soul. He is the captain on that defense, maybe the whole team. He makes a huge difference. The Saints are on a short week. They played Monday night, and they looked awful. And now they go on the road to Pittsburgh, who comes off a bye, and they are ready to go. This is the second half of their year, and they need some wins. So the Saints have only played 3 road games all year, by the way, which is kind of crazy to me. Here's what happened in those 3. They lost to the Panthers by 8, lost to the Cardinals by 8, and then beat the Falcons by 1 point in week 1. So they're not used to going on the road, and they're not used to doing well on the road. Just so we're clear. I think they got kind of lucky in that Falcons week 1 win, didn't they? Didn't
Yep.
Jameis had some fourth quarter crazy comeback?
Yeah, I remember the Falcons kind of feeling good, feeling confident, and then kind of let it slip away to the Saints there at the end. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, so Steelers on a short week, or sorry, Saints on a short week, and Steelers on a bye week. It's not a good combo for them. Steelers are underdogs, which is surprising to me. Lock that in. Steelers plus 105 money line, baby. You're up.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys -4 at minus 110 odds. The Packers just aren't playing good football. They're not scoring any points. The Cowboys are good at stopping teams from scoring, so that's a good matchup for the Cowboys there. The Cowboys run the football. The Packers cannot stop the run, and it feels like the Packers, excuse me, just aren't playing like effort football. They just look like they just don't want to play much anymore. Bad game against the Lions last week, so I can see the Cowboys just kind of covering the spread pretty easily, and they've done it the last 6 times out of 7 games. So I'm looking for the Cowboys -4 at 110, -110.
I like it. I like it. So just FYI, I do think the Packers, like you said, I think they're mailing it in. I heard those rookie young receivers are kind of sick of being talked crap about by Rodgers and the media and everything. And there's some turmoil going on, and I think they're shutting down, to be honest. And like you
Yeah,
said, matchup wise, they can't stop the run. They're very good against the pass.
yeah.
But as long as the Tony Pollard is the runner most of the time, I think the Cowboys can run all over him. And honestly, I can see Rodgers throwing a pick six. I think he had 2 or 3 interceptions last week.
You had 3, yep.
At 3. So I can see them getting a pick six. They're going to get pressure all over Rodgers. I don't. It's hard to imagine the Packers scoring much more than like 13 points in this game, to be honest. So,
Mhm.
anyways, I like that bet. Let's go to my second bet. This is my bet of the week. That's right. This is my favorite one. Still 1 unit, but it's my bet of the week. No bet of the month yet. Eagles -6.5 in the first half. So remember that as a first half bet. Did I do this bet last week on Thursday night on the first half? Yes, I did. Did I lose? Yes, I did. Guess what? The Eagles are 7-1 against the spread in the first half. That one was the one I bet on them last week. So I'm going right back to the well, baby. They are the best first half offense in the league. And they also have the second best first half defense. You know what that equals? They kill teams in the first half. Last week was weird. They are back home now. All they have to do is be up by 7 points at halftime over the Commanders, who they're going to dominate. The Eagles are looking to get back on track because they beat the Texans, but it didn't look that good. They struggled a little bit in that game. So the Eagles already won 24-8 in that game, like we talked about. We talked a lot about this game, but I do just want to reiterate the first half part because that's really all that's about. The Eagles have the 5th best and the 4th best offense and defense, like we talked about. And the Commanders are also dead last. This is the big stat, dead last in first half offense. So you're talking about a team that cannot score in the first half versus a team that scores a lot and doesn't let the other team score a lot. This is a freaking lock of the week. -6.5, first half, halftime hits, buzzer goes off. Go count your money and grab a beer. You're up, Ryan.
I'm not grabbing a beer. I'm definitely going with some like Gatorade or some water, but I hear you.
Okay,
I'm with you.
hydrate. Yeah, hydrate for sure.
Hydrate well. Yeah. My next bet, my number 2 bet, I'm going money line parlay. I'm gonna go the Giants over the Houston Texans, and I'm gonna go the Dolphins over the Browns, and that is +121. Let's see here. First game, Giants Texans. I mean, the Giants love running the football, but the Texans can't stop the run. Plus, the
Nobody.
Texans, yeah, they can't stop it at all. And the Texans just aren't playing good football all around, like period. Like they can't score on offense, they don't stop it on defense. So I feel like that's a pretty easy game for the Giants to pick up another W and just continue with this good streak that they're on. They're not on a winning streak or anything, but just kind of continuing to wins and whatnot. And then the Dolphins and Browns. The Dolphins are an electric offense, and the Browns are just playing okay defense. Nothing special, nothing great. So both teams, the Dolphins and the Giants, are at home. So I definitely think that helps. I definitely think that helps in Miami, where they've won 9 of the last 10 games in their home stadium. So I just love both those matchups, and I'm going with it there for the money line parlay at +121.
Nice. I like it. Don't even deal with the points. Just win the game. Just
Yep.
win. That's all they gotta do. All right, let's stay with that theme. This is the biggest one of the week for us. We got a parlay. This is my third best bet. Parlay +207. Hawks +3. That's right. And Jags +10. So these actual spreads are 2.5 and 9.5. I bought the extra half point on each one to make it Hawks +3 and Jags +10. Put them together in a parlay because they're around -130, 135 for each one separate. I didn't want to do that. That's too juicy for me. So we're gonna put those together, make it a little +207. Hawks game to start +3. I mean, to me, worst case scenario in this game, like things don't go that well, the Hawks maybe lose by 3. I just can't see them losing by more than that. Because I think they're going to win the game. We already talked about it. They're the better team, better roster, better run game, better defense, better coach. The only weird thing is that it's in freaking Germany. Just stay away from the bratwurst and play some football, baby. And I'm pretty sure that everyone in Germany is really looking forward to watching Geno Smith. Okay, maybe not. Probably Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But so there might be a lot of Buccaneer fans there. Maybe that's why this spread is like this. But anyways, Seahawks +3. That's the first part. Jaguars +10, guys. They're playing the Chiefs. I know if you just look at it, you're like, gosh, the Chiefs are probably going to crush them. The Chiefs are coming off an overtime win on Sunday Night Football, and they play the Chargers next week. So in between all that, which is a division rival, in between all that, they're sandwiched in with a Jaguars game. How much do you think they care or are motivated for this game? Not a lot. They don't care about winning by 30 or anything like that. This is also, by the way, Andy Reid gave Doug Peterson the quarterback job when he was a player. He let him be a starter as a quarterback. And then after he got out of the league, he hired him as the offensive quality control at that job. That's a big job, whatever the heck that is. Anyway, so Andy Reid has given him chances 2 different times. Once as a player, once as a coach. They are friends. They like each other. I just wanted to point that out. That has no bearing on my bet. I just want to point that out.
I was wondering
Anyways,
if it did there for a second. I was like, wait a
no,
second.
it didn't at all. Yeah. So the Chiefs have won by more than this spread, by more than 10, only twice this year. And here's the stat of all freaking stats. The Jaguars have never lost by more than 1 score this year. 8 points is the most they've ever lost by this year. They are competitive, even in losses. I'm not saying they're a great team. 10 is too many. Sandwich game. Chiefs don't blow people out because their defense sucks. And the Jags are always competitive. So even if they're down, 13 going into the fourth quarter, they can get a backdoor touchdown at the end and I cover. So Hawks +3, Jags +10. Put it together +207, baby. Let's do it.
Nice.
What do you got?
Yep, I'm going to go with under 40.5 in the Cardinals and the Rams game. It's a division game. Last time they played each other, they only scored 32 points. So now 40.5 definitely sounds good to me. The odds for this game are -110. It's just the Rams, they don't score many points, period. They're like one of the worst teams at scoring the football, period. The Cardinals, I know, don't play great defense, but it's just how bad the Rams are playing. They don't have any run game. They only have Cooper Kupp to catch the football. Matthew Stafford could potentially be out this game with a concussion. He's in concussion protocol. Didn't even practice on Thursday, so he can be out. So you're looking at a backup quarterback throwing to 1 wide receiver with no run game. I mean, come on. The Cardinals, the Arizona Cardinals are going to score all the points to get over 40? I don't think so. The Rams play okay defense, or pretty decent defense, so they can easily hold them under, right around 17, and I'm sitting pretty right there. It's just the way it is, and it's a division game. Division games are always close, typically low scoring. So saw that one, I was like, yep, I'm going with that one, and that is my bet of the week as well. I'm still sticking with just 1 unit, but bet of the week right there for me.
I love it. What you were trying to say is the divisional games are about 72, 73% to the under. We've talked about this all year. I
Yep.
won it last week with my bet of the week with the Bills and Jets under, right? So let's stay on that trend. And just to be clear, you like this bet under no matter if Stafford is playing or not. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct. Yep.
Good deal. I like it. I like it. You haven't done a lot of game totals, so this is good stuff. I got one more bet. Over 49 Browns Dolphins. It's a lot of points, but it's going to be a lot of points. These are 2 top 10 scoring offenses. And these stats, by the way, for the Dolphins scoring offense is with Tua gone. So I bet you they're like a top 3 scoring offense when Tua is actually the starting quarterback. Browns are 7th in scoring right now. Also, the Dolphins are 27th in scoring defense. So they are struggling, as you can tell by the last 3 games against the Bears, Lions. They've given up a lot of points. They are struggling on offense. So the Dolphins' rush defense is in the bottom half of the league, and that's why I like this. Obviously, what the Browns do is they run the ball, and they run the ball a lot, and they do it well. And the Dolphins struggle with that. So I think with that, you got both defenses are bottom 10 defenses in regards to yards per attempt and all that. So this matchup, I just think these teams are going to be, at least in the 50s. But I can see like a 31-27 game, even maybe 30-27, something like that. So all I need is 50 to win it. So that's my last and final bet for the week. Over 49, Browns Dolphins minus 110. There we go. 7 best bets. Ooh, this could be a make or break week for us, huh?
This could be a
We
good
are,
one. I'm liking it.
yeah, this could be really good or really bad, but we are confident. Put in the work. Leave a comment with what your best bet is for this week. We're curious to see kind of what you guys like and see if we're on the same page. So with that, let's go to the best bets recap page. There we go. Look at all that. That's a lot going on right there, Ryan.
That page is
Okay.
really got some stuff
Woo!
going on.
Yeah. All right. Cowboys minus 4, as Ryan said. Moneyline parlay, Giants and Dolphins at plus 121. His bet of the week is the under 40.5 for the Cardinals and Rams. I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm surprised that total's that high, actually. My bets. Steelers money line plus 105. Parlay plus 207 with the Seahawks plus 3 and Jaguars plus 10. And then we go Eagles minus 6.5 first half, and that is my bet of the week. And then I finish it off with the over 49 for the Browns and Dolphins. That's right. I have more plus money bets than Ryan this week, which is shocking to me. So, Instagram, we lost the Cordero Patterson anytime touchdown. You know, you got to get lucky with touchdown bets, but I hated that game on Thursday. I'm not going to lie. That was hard to bet. And then we got Brad's fan bet of the week. He won the contest, and now he's got to win the money. McCaffrey, 1 rushing and 1 receiving touchdown at plus 550. Good luck to Brad. And after that, make sure you stay tuned for our Sunday video, and we'll announce if we're going to do another contest and kind of what the rules are on that and stuff. So that'll be a lot of fun. That's right. NFL Week 10 is already here. It is going by quick. It is crazy how fast it's going. Yeah, we just did an NBA like week 3 recap yesterday. Be sure to check that out. But that's just starting. It's just that time of the year, and we're getting closer to where we're down the stretch in the NFL. And it's going to be a lot of fun, especially as we get going towards playoff football. Then it's going to be some exciting stuff. Fun podcast to talk about some playoff games and teams fighting for berths and all that. So we are getting there. So yeah, thanks again for everybody watching. Over 100 subscribers. I'm going to give out some NBA best bets tomorrow on all the social media channels. If I have anything else to add, I'll add some NFL bets. But right now, that's what we got. Ryan, you got anything else?
It's going to be a long weekend, long Sunday, right away, bright and early, all the way until the very end. So we're jam-packed.
That's right. That's right. And Seahawk fans got to get up early on Sunday. That's right. The kids will get me up early already, but they're gonna bug me that early. I need time to watch the game, so we'll see. I have to give them a movie or something on the side. Yeah, that's right. Go Hawks in Germany. And with that, I got nothing else for you. Thanks a lot, and have a good one.